Indonesia, but still I can realize that Indonesia is a really, really huge country and very green, and then a lot of rain. But above all, the Indonesian food is really delicious.
So you are enjoying it?
Yes, and the tropical fruits are really nice too.
Wow, aku Cinta Indonesia.
Hello, I'm Tarsi, and I'm the presenter of this podcast. First of all, my first impression of being a Franciscan Missionaries of Mary is unity in diversity. Welcome to the FMM podcast, live from the Fiat studio in Jakarta. Here with us,
I am Lucia Kim from Korea.
I am Mary Wing from Pakistan.
Since you have been here, sister, here around 10 days, so first I would like to ask the sister, first impression when you are here.
I learned from school about Indonesia a little bit, but when I came here, I realized that how vast the Indonesia is. Even though I have seen a little part of Indonesia, but still I can realize that Indonesia is a really, really huge country and very green, and then a lot of rain. But above all, the Indonesian food is really delicious.
So you are enjoying it?
Yes, and the tropical fruits are really nice too. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And sister, what first impression that you came here?
Wow, aku Cinta Indonesia.
Oh!
My first impression that the beautiful smile of a child. So wonderful to see them enjoy the schooling and welcoming, the great hospitality, the sisterly love and care of our sister is wonderful. And just like Sister Lucia, I'm also very impressed with the variety of fruit and food and surprise rain. Suddenly rain come and suddenly it go away. But mostly also the diversity of the people from different ethnic group. That I hope that what the FMM try to so the seed of unity, it will continue to grow in our school, in our ministry, and it brings harmony and unity to the all kind of people in Indonesia.
Okay, bartenders, you have a lot of experience here. So sister, first sister Rose, how many years now you are being a nun?
It's just like yesterday.
Oh.
During honeymoon with God.
Okay.
I entered in Vietnam, then my family migrated to United States, so the sister sent me to United States. I re-enter again. So it's a long love story, but it's already 36 years in religion, like the Franciscan Missionary of Mary.
Now you're in Pakistan, right?
Yes, I missioned to Pakistan for 18 years.
18
Before
years.
that, my first mission in United States for 17 years.
Wow, very nice. And how about you, sister?
I entered FMM convent in 1990.
Okay.
So which means that I have been a FMM sister almost for 34 years,
34.
right? Yeah, 34 years, yeah.
Okay. For Sister Mary Rose, first mission in United States. And how about sister? How about you? The first mission?
Yeah, my first mission, actually I missioned by all time in Korea.
Yes.
And then my first mission was at leprosarium. So I worked for the lepers for 1.5 years there. That's my honeymoon place actually. Yes, as a pharmacist, I worked for the lepers there. Yeah.
Okay, such a nice story.
Yes.
And sister, can you tell a little bit to give to the youth, to the young generation, from Sister Mary Rose and Sister Lucia? But start from Sister Mary Rose.
I believe that God is love. It's just like the first letter of St. John, in chapter 14, verse 6. The impress of my love story with God, that God is the one who loved us first, and to respond to that love, we need to share His love to others.
Okay.
And it never go away. The more we share, the more we receive. And I wish that all the young sister or young brother, young generation learn to love and dare to love, truly love. That means it requires the sacrament of sacrifice ourselves, self-offering, forget about myself to think about the other needs. But I also need the wisdom to love it on the right way, at the gospel value. Not I love pizza, I love Coke, I love fashion design. No, that is not true love. Love it means somewhere like the crucified Lord Jesus, the one who totally offered himself to nourish, to give life to others. And that is a challenge, and I believe the young generation can take it. They are generous, they are strong and beautiful.
Okay, thank you, Sister. Very deep. And from Sister Lucia.
Maybe I can say little things that I always pray for my niece and nephew. So I always pray for them that they know that Jesus is really their true and then good friend. So they may walk with Jesus in their lifetime, and then that Jesus is always taking care of him as a best friend. So maybe the youth, you may know that Jesus is your best friend, that he will never abandon you, never betray you, always love you. So if you know that, you know the secret of life.
Very nice. Yeah. Thank you very much, Sister. Once again, I would like to say thank you very much for your sharing to us, and I hope for the younger, they listen to what you are saying. And the last one, you have written the Indonesian, they have written in Indonesian. So I would like to listen from you, Sister. Can you say something?
Wow, Indonesia sungguh indah.
Wah, and then another thing.
Makanannya sangat enak. Buah-buahan sangat enak.
Oh, very nice.
Aku cinta Indonesia.
Okay, we are Cinta FMM too, ya.
Okay.
Once again, thank you very much, Sister. Dan untuk semua yang menonton podcast hari ini, jangan lupa like, comment, share, dan yang terakhir, subscribe. Terima kasih.